This episode of Nerds Gone Rogue is brought to you by Killers. All John ever wanted was to be normal, but the grisly murder of his parents when he was just a child left something terrible brewing inside him. John was a killer, a fact he'd accepted as he now lived on the streets, looking for a place he belonged in this world. On a night that seemed like fate, while on a train heading west, a stranger intervenes as John is on the verge of his most recent crime. His name is Professor James Conrad, and he asks John to come live with him and a group of young serial killers he has taken under his wing. Together they search for a purpose in their murderous ways. It isn't long after a new sadistic serial killer begins to terrorize Seattle, and throwing a wrench into all they are trying to accomplish. Time seems to be running out for the group to find the answers they are searching for. Where will they go? What is their purpose? And with the killing closing in, who will survive the night? Written by C. Benjamin Doyle, Killers is available now on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Get your copy today. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block for April 27th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Tomb Raider. The Shadow Gang. I forgot of it. Shadow of the Valleys or whatever.
Oh, that stuff happened today, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude! I've been so busy this week. I just haven't I literally haven't even tried to catch up on anything this week.
I know IGN got a box art. Some retailer or somebody showed the box art, and there are some screens of it that's out right now. But the official trailer, like the reveal and stuff, hasn't been shown at the time of this recording. But it is out in maybe a mini block or something.
Oh yeah, we could totally do something. We should do it this weekend when Jesse can get in here.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll record it on Saturday. But yeah, man, yeah. I'm looking that up right now, honestly. But yeah, I've just been so busy, man, that it's just like, I showed you, I sent pictures to you, like this. This looks like a mess behind me, but it's because we're clearing out. Because, if you're new to the show, I'm having a baby, so the game room and stuff is becoming a baby room, and I have created another little office nook out in the where our dining room used to be. So, Ed, you've been here when you come in that side door, and it's right there to the left where the kitchen is. So, it's gonna be a smaller space, but I think I'm making it work. I've sent you the pictures, and I think it's coming. I think it's coming together nicely, and like smaller space is better, almost. In a sense.
Well, the one wall with the Casino Royale and the figures, everything looks set on that wall. So it looked like, okay, you got 2/3 of it, so you just got to do a little bit more, then you should be good.
Yeah, and I'm hanging. Not the green screen that's behind me, but the one that's actually over here on the chair. If you're watching the video, has a flip thing for a curtain rod, so I'll be able to I'll be able to do that, and when we need to get into the kitchen, that way, or when I'm not using it, pretty much I'll just slide it over behind the workspace. So I think it's coming together nicely, though. I gotta figure out. The project tomorrow or today, if you're hearing this, is like we got masking tape, and I'm going to literally label all of the cords and like what system they go to, what TV they go to, and all that stuff.
I need to get some of that. Did you get it at Home Depot?
No, I think we just got it at Walmart. I don't know. Sana picked it up for me while I was at work, so
I need to get some color tape. I need to do that for my cords and stuff.
Yeah, so I got my Sharpie ready and some masking tape. That's tomorrow's project. I might start it tonight after the recording. Like we had planned to do some extra stuff tonight, but I'm just so busy. Like I will not. I will literally not be able to do anything podcast related stuff until we record squad goals on Saturday night. You
Yeah.
know, and that sucks. But like I would rather get all this baby stuff done because
Mhm.
I have a preliminary calendar set up to be like, okay, if people are available on this night, and this night, this is the nights we need to get stuff done, right? And like I
Yeah.
might have to do some expansion passes with Jesse and not you if you're working, or you and Jesse might have to do something, or maybe we drag in Moose or Matt or Jason into one of these things and kind of talk about stuff,
Yeah.
So I mean, there's going to be some flip-flopping, there's going to be some mismatching, but we're going to get it done. And we're doing it for you guys. So
Yeah.
you know.
And just to let everybody know, like in kind of for a little bit, those who are fans of Arsenal X, there might not be video for some episodes. There's just going to be only audio. So we do hope that you guys do enjoy that audio experience.
And
Um,
even this show at some point, maybe, if we're still doing it
yeah.
twice a week by then, like, maybe Jesse could just fill in, and maybe this
Oh
would be
yeah.
audio, but it's cool because I actually, for the audio versions of the show, I actually
Uh-huh.
just made new backgrounds for all the shows. You won't see it on this video, but the next episode, you'll see it. So I'm actually pretty excited to debut those. The Nerds Gone Platinum one debuted this week, but
Nice.
Pow Block and Arsenal X will debut next week. It's not like a super overall change, but it is a cleaner kind of look, I think. So I do like the Nerds Gone Platinum one though, because it kind of fits. So
Yeah,
I don't know if you watched that video today, Ed, but
I did. About from them talking about God of War and
yeah,
everything.
I didn't
Yeah,
watch
I've
it
seen
because I just didn't want to spoil the game, but I didn't. I do enjoy the cleaner look for that show. So
Yeah, and see, it's so weird because I can't really spoil God of War for you, and I want people to watch storytellers. To come to ngrradio.com. And guys, check out the third episode of Storytellers. It's really good. The Corey's playing through God of War, and it's really hard to like really spoil anything because the point of where I'm at, it's just like I think if I finish this little part, I'll be done with the game, but I just don't know yet. So I don't want to ruin anything. But like, if you guys check out Storytellers, you may understand more. I'm like, it's really, really good.
yeah, I have to work on that tomorrow night too. And then like, this week too, like besides all of our podcast stuff and the baby stuff, my wife and her sister recorded a bunch of videos yesterday, which is why that green screen's kind of dangling over there
Uh huh.
for their YouTube page. And it's like, I had to like not that I'm not complaining or anything, but I had to put a lot of editing and stuff on hold yesterday because
Yeah.
they needed my laptop and a microphone and, the computer space so they could just, do their thing.
Record
And then I babysat my nephew yesterday, and it was a good time. So,
training.
and then yeah,
Hashtag training.
yeah, training. So it was a good time. Sorry, I was looking at the audio levels and I was like, why isn't that one moving? But it's because you're not talking. So,
Oh wow.
oh man, OBS. Every time I see something not working on OBS, I kind of freak out. And
Okay.
I need to maybe invest in XSplit, but at the same time, OBS is free. So you just got to pick
Right.
and choose your battles and realize that something's going to go wrong at some point sometime. Probably more often than you really want to, but that's fine. Whatever.
Hashtag budget.
Yeah. Budget is right. All right. Well, Ed, what have you been playing?
Okay, so I kind of held off a Switch. I kind of held off of Xbox One. I've really been playing God of War, getting a little bit further in that game. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to do the side quest and get some things to get get Kratos a little bit power up. Um, but hopefully probably by next week I'll be done with the game. I did download Detroit Become Human, but I haven't started it yet. I do want to play that demo and give more uh give m- give more thoughts about that. So probably by Sunday, or the next episode that you guys see a Power Block, I'll have more information about that. I will be returning back to Switch and Xbox, but it's just like God of War has been taking up a lot of my time. I thought it was going to be, I thought I was going to be able to finish stuff, but it's just taking me a little bit longer while I'm trying to do side quests and everything. So I'm adding more to the main storyline at this point. But that's pretty much all I've been playing.
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I since we recorded last, I literally haven't even turned on a system. Let alone like they're literally all unplugged, except for obviously my Switch because it can be played without being plugged in. But like,
Right.
I I literally haven't been playing anything because of just moving stuff around and making sure everything's set up right. And I just hope
Yeah.
those shelves I hung up don't fall down.
And
No.
everybody, next episode I'll talk about Lightfall because it did come out. I believe it came out at the time of this recording.
Lightfall
So
came
I
out
need
today.
Yeah, I think
What?
so.
I'm missing so much.
So
Lightfall was amazing when I played it at E3 at PAX.
yeah. And
Man.
see, I'm waiting for my last check to come in, so I go to make sure that I have the money, and then I'll buy it. So I am gonna pick it up, um, and give more details. I don't even think Jesse knows that it came out. Uh, but yeah, that's a game that I'm going to pick up. I don't even know the price of it yet.
Ugh,
So
man,
yeah.
I need to get on this stuff, man. But it's fine. I mean, it's yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like I got to get this stuff done. And like tomorrow I'm going to sit down after, my wife goes to bed and try to truck through some more God of War. A, because another episode of Storytellers has to go up on Sunday, but B, like, I want to finish that game, before I get spoiled. And luckily, I think everybody is kind of through the spoiler train because 90% of the people that have played God of War, like, through the week are now going to see Avengers this weekend.
Yeah.
And like, maybe people will stop talking about God of War and talk about the Avengers, which I really don't care if I get spoiled, So it's like God of War is like the one PlayStation franchise that I actually like really like a lot,
Hmm.
and that's like the one thing I don't want to get spoiled. And like
Yeah.
Horizon, like I didn't want to get spoiled, but at the same time I was like, I'm not really playing it for the story, man. I'm playing it because the world is fun to explore and it's fun to take down giant dinosaurs and stuff. And Zelda,
I was playing Horizon. I was playing for the story. Even like with God of War, I'm playing for the story.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I'm definitely playing God of War for the story. But like the last time I felt this way about a game was Zelda. I think of like, don't spoil anything for me until I'm like,
hmm
and then like in a game like Zelda, you just hit a point where you're like, okay, I don't care if things get spoiled. I've beaten the game, but I do want to like find all the shrines and stuff, and like you start looking up walkthroughs and stuff because you've hit that point, 130 hours in, like me. That's about the time I had started
the
looking
last
stuff
game.
up.
The last game that really made me feel that way, like without spoilers or anything, was the Last Guardian.
Yeah,
Like when they delayed, I was just like, okay, they got to be working on it getting better. And then when they announced stuff, I was just like, okay, it's good that they announced it. I don't want to see no trailers. And like the probably a couple of days after it came out, I spent my $60 to get this game. And regardless of what people said and thought about it, I left that game in awe. Like breathtaking. Like I put The Last Guardian over Uncharted 4 with ease.
yeah,
So
uh, yeah. So I mean, I'm just I'm trying to get through a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to get all that stuff put away. I'm trying to like, I totally forgot South Park came out this week too. Like I was all excited for it this weekend, and then we started doing stuff Monday night, Tuesday night, and stuff, and it's just like I forgot. I just forgot, man. You know? I'm just like, okay, well.
That's weird. Second Corey. 1 2 1 2.
I hear you. Ed's having technical difficulties. I don't think he can hear me. It's kind of funny watching his face. He looks confused. We're leaving this in the podcast, by the way. He doesn't know. But it's funny. Look at his face. He's confused. He's looking at his screen. He's like, I think he's confused. I don't think he can hear me. He's trying to fix his computer now. It's like golf. The wind is blowing. He can't hear me. I'm talking in my... I probably won't leave a lot of this in the podcast, but it's okay. It'll be funny. Whoops, I hit my mic. Now I'm looking up the Browns draft pick because I'm a fan of the Browns. Because I live in the area. Hey Ed, can you hear me yet? I don't think he can hear me yet. This is funny. Edward. His audio went out.
Okay. Corey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I heard you the whole time.
Oh, dude, I couldn't hear you at all.
Well, I was making fun of you the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I told everybody I was going to leave it in the podcast. I was talking real low, like in my golf voice, like on golf TV, where they kind of whisper into the microphone like they can actually hear the announcers when they swing the club. I was talking like this, and it was real funny.
Wow.
I might not leave a lot of it in, but it's fine. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, I just kind of like, I gotta get this stuff done, and I would rather get it done and, try to keep up at least for now, and then just play games when I'm done. So
yes,
it's gonna be kind of, I gotta find a way to like record us playing games. We might have to record later than I would like to, but just because like my stuff's gonna be out there.
Okay.
But like Sana still uses the living room, so I mean, we'll figure it out. Like we can record podcasts and stuff in this room, but the gameplay stuff has to be done out there. So I have to figure it out tomorrow. So, but anyways, let's get into some of this news, Ed. There's been a lot of interesting news pop up this week. A lot. And like, I mean, not just this week, but like in the last like 24 hours. But we're gonna start small. We're gonna start small. Wolfenstein 2 has an official release date on Switch, which is good news considering Dark Souls just got delayed. So, but this comes from, well, everyone announced this, but this is coming from Nintendo today. Bethesda has officially announced the release date of Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch. The first-person shooter will be available on June 29th. Oh, man, when I saw this running on Switch at PAX, I was actually pretty impressed. I know like a lot of people say you should play it on PS4, Xbox One, or PC for the full kind of mind-blowing effects of that engine at full 60 frames or whatever, but like in the graphics and stuff. But I mean, like, this is a very viable system to be playing this game on. I mean, there's almost 5 minutes of off-screen footage on our YouTube page if you want to check it out, youtube.com/NGRradio. There's a PAX East playlist that you can check out. So, but Wolfenstein 2 looks great on Switch.
good night. They only did 9 months of this.
What?
Like from the well, I mean they probably did longer, but from the time they announced Wolfenstein 2 for Switch, and now its release date is coming out in June. That's 9 months.
Hmm.
So and then I was just like, from what was shown at PAX, I was just like, oh, y'all put some work in this game.
Yeah, I mean, like they probably had a lot of the legwork done just because it runs on the same engine as Doom,
Mhm.
but then making sure like all the assets are running correctly and make sure it didn't nothing breaks. you know, like I look, I said this before. Sorry, I'm scooting my microphone over. Uh, like I said before, like this version is super impressive, and yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say except that it's super impressive, and I can't wait to play it.
they and I think I messaged you and I was just like, yeah, Nintendo's gonna kill once again this summer. Like they have everything planned out. Like made a big release date for them with Wolfenstein being for June, Dark Souls being for July, and then Octopath Traveler being for August. Dude, that's three AAA games hitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's super exciting, and I think Wolfenstein. I think June is the perfect time because it's right after E3. They get one more big marketing push from E3.
Yeah.
Nothing really comes out in the summer, especially towards the end of June and into July, right? Like I think there's two things coming out in July for Switch right now. Like I think Captain Toad comes out on the 13th, and then there's one other game that comes out on the same day. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't remember what it is though. I can't find my calendar anywhere.
I'll have
But
to look too.
but you know, this is a good time for them, and I think if it came out any later, it'd be in trouble because of all the other shooters that are coming out later in the year.
Hmm.
And if it was any earlier, it would get buried by all the Nintendo stuff. So this is a perfect time.
And plus, E3 happened that month, so maybe something could be announced at Bethesda Showcase and at Nintendo Showcase. So not only will we be getting like Wolfenstein 2, maybe we'll probably see maybe Prey. Who knows? There's probably another announcement that's coming. So that's a good, yeah, that is a good setup.
Yeah. Uh, okay, we're gonna move on to our next story. Two new blades are coming to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This comes from IGN. If you're finished with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you're getting a gift. You'll have to meet some prerequisites. There's a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 update on the way this week that brings with it two new blades, and if you cleared the game, you'll be gifted one of them straight off the bat. Monolith Soft director Tetsuya Takahashi shared details on the two new blades, translated by Gamatsu. Telos RE is a rare blade reserved for players who have cleared the game. If you qualify for the blade, you'll see a star next to your currency. You'll also have lost countless hours of your life playing through the game, so that should also be a tip for you. Telos is obtained through the core crystals, but she has a high appearance rate, so resonating with her shouldn't pose as much of a problem. Fans of the series will recognize Telos from the Xenosaga games. The second rare blade is Poppy Buster, and it can be obtained via a quest, although it will only be accessible to players who have purchased the expansion pass. So, the new update is coming April 27th in the 1.4.0 patch, and it will also let players exchange Poppy parts for XP with traveling bards, and will add new sorting option to the menu. So, man, that's another game I need to get back to. Like, I was so excited for it, and I played for like 10 hours, and then I got distracted by something else.
Yeah.
I was so excited, man, and I need to get back to it.
Yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles kind of took not Xenoblade Chronicles, Graceful Explosion Machine kind of took that and then fell into Bayonetta 2, and I'm just like, I gotta return to this game. But this is good that they're still releasing free content for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like they haven't even started the expansion pass stuff for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I like how they are I like how they're connecting it directly to Xenosaga almost. It makes me wonder if they're doing something for that for Xenosaga at some point.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, on to the next story. Ba-dum-bum. Nintendo announces a new mobile game partnership with Psy Games, co-developing an RPG called Dragalia Lost. This comes from Game Informer. As part of Nintendo's annual results, the company has announced that their mobile game pursuits will now be in partnership with Psy Games, the company behind the widely successful Grand Blue Fantasy. The first game co-developed between the two companies is an action RPG called Dragalia Lost. Not much is known beyond the single piece of art released, pictured above, but Nintendo has said it should be arriving in Japan this summer and everywhere else shortly after. Cool. Also, as a part of this announcement, Nintendo has confirmed that they have purchased 5% of Psy Game stocks. This puts Nintendo in the kind of odd position of being a 5% owner of a company that is publishing a Platinum Games PS4 title based on Psy Games IP. Mobile publisher DNA, Nintendo's other mobile game partner, owns nearly a quarter of Psy Games as well. So, cool. I mean, more Nintendo on mobile, that's cool, and new IP and stuff, so...
Yeah, the way that it sounded was like, well, what happened to DNA? Well, guess Nintendo is in cahoots with both of them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it kind of sounds like a three-way partnership, or you know what I mean? Like, DNA owns 25% of this company, Nintendo owns part of them, so now it's just, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
I seen the artwork of it. I was just like, this is nice. Like, I want to see the game. And if it looks good, I hope it gets a 3DS release. Not a Switch, a 3DS release.
Yeah. So, oh man, I'm very disappointed right now. Sorry, I have alerts on my phone because the NFL draft is tonight, and the Browns had the first pick.
Yeah, they got Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Oh. Hate that guy. Whatever. I don't care. You know what? Let's move on. This is not a sports show. This is a Nintendo show. Yay, sports. Okay. So, our next news story comes from Nintendo Today. Are you ready for this one, Ed? Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Nintendo sales surpassed 17.7 million units, and this Super Nintendo Mini sells 5+ million units. Today, Nintendo announced that the Switch console sold 17.79 million units as of March 31st, making it one of the fastest selling consoles in history. In comparison, the PS4 has, in the same amount of time, sold 18.1 million units. And not only that, the company revealed the plans to ship 20 million Switch consoles during the current fiscal year, which ends in March of 2019. They also expect to ship 100 million games worldwide during that time. And Nintendo didn't forget about the console they also released last year. The company revealed that they have sold 5.28 million SNES Mini units, far above the sales numbers of the NES Mini released a year earlier. And I'm adding, probably because they didn't make enough. So,
it feels like they still putting out the Super NES Mini. Like production of
I see it. I see it all the time. I see it all the time around here. That system is still there. It's crazy.
Nice.
It's crazy. System, man. It's a good little system. It's a good system. Oh man.
But yeah, that's good.
I know.
I don't know. I know you. I don't know if you got the story about Zelda and Mario, selling also good.
Yeah, I had it. Hold on, let me pull it up. But yeah, Zelda is now, or Breath of the Wild is now the best-selling
Zelda
game of all time. Yeah, where is my? None of these tabs are like open, and I open them. This is why I hate Windows, man. Can't do it. I love my Xbox, but I hate Windows. Can't do it. Okay, so here are some of the sales numbers. This is reported by Nintendo Life. On top of the Switch and Super Nintendo system sales, these are some of the games that are selling super well for Switch. Super Mario Odyssey has sold a whopping 10.41 million units on Switch since launch, and Nintendo has confirmed, which it's only April. From the end of October, so let's say November through now,
Yeah.
almost 11 million units. It's insane. Breath of the Wild stands at 8.48 million, which makes it the best-selling individual Zelda title, not including remasters or re-releases. While Mario Kart 8 Deluxe managed to sell 9.22 million units, and Splatoon hits 6.02 million. Interestingly, the much-maligned 1-2 Switch has shifted 2.29 million copies since launch. Not launch. It'd be amazing if since launch it sold 2.29 million units.
I will try to figure out what sale is going on at somebody's store.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has sold 1.31 million units. ARMS at 1.85 million units. I'm glad to see ARMS is still trucking along.
Yeah, they just need to get it back in stores because it's hard to find ARMS.
Yeah, ARMS is great. Everybody, stop what you're doing and buy ARMS. Buy it. It's amazing.
Yes.
Pokken tournament's a little on the low side, and I'm quite surprised. It's 1.16 million units. And I know it's a remaster, but still, Pokemon games I thought they would sell way more, you know?
I think because the people playing it on Wii U, they probably got their feel of it on Wii U.
Right.
So when it came to Switch.
Plus, I'm sure over in Japan, a lot of the Japanese people are probably playing it in arcades or something, you know?
Yeah.
So which makes sense, but you know, a lot of the software is selling really well. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon have sold combined 7.51 million units worldwide on 3DS, making combined software sales for the fiscal year reaching 63.5 million units.
Wow.
It's a lot of games. It's a lot of games.
Shoot. And let's just see which version let's see how Smash does.
Yeah.
Because I think if excuse me, sorry about that. If Smash could push more Switch systems to sell and it could overtake Mario, I think Smash easily could do 14 million alone on Switch.
Yeah. I could see Smash doing like. I'm kind of surprised Mario Kart hasn't hit 10 million yet, just because it's Mario Kart and Mario Kart's amazing. But
right,
I mean, I guess it's almost there. It's at 9 million. Jeez, but yeah, I could see Smash, and I could actually even see another Mario Kart coming out soon. You know, like in the next 2 or 3 years, I could see another Mario Kart.
I think it'll be announced next year.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it. So, but man, Smash is gonna be killer. Speaking of competitive games, Ed, this is reported by Nintendo Life and also multiple other outlets, including Game Informer. But this is the Nintendo Life article. Rumor, big letters, rumor. Fortnite headed to Nintendo Switch with exclusive features and content, possibly shown at the E3 Direct. This is big. This is big. Like I know, like you're not big on the battle royale stuff, but like this gets me excited. The rumors are flying in thick and fast at the moment, but this one, man, British people talk so funny. But this thick and fast means something a lot different around here. But this one has certainly grabbed our attention. If the rumblings are to be believed, we could soon see the hugely popular Fortnite on Nintendo Switch, with a reveal expected to be shown at the Nintendo Spotlight E3 2018 presentation in June. The news comes from Twitter user Leaky Pandy, who, under the name Vandal Leaks, correctly leaked info surrounding the Nintendo Direct presentation in March. Leaky Pandy suggests that What are these names? It suggests that Fortnite Battle Royale mode will come with no substantial differences and will support cross-platform play with consoles that allow it, meaning Xbox, mobile, and PC.
Pretty much.
Perhaps the most interesting part of this, quote, leak, however, is it suggested that Fortnite's co-op story mode, Save the World, will also be present with some Switch-exclusive features. On other platforms, this mode allows up to 4 players to team up online, but the Switch version is slated to support local play between 4 consoles, which will apparently play as large a part on porting, on port's selling point in promotional material. The leaks also... Sorry, you just got all the same notifications I did, didn't you? From the PlayStation... From the NGR chat. The leak also says that exclusive Nintendo IP-related content is also being worked on exclusively for Save the World. This wouldn't be too much of a surprise given that games such as Rocket League and Skyrim have done this already, and we can already imagine ourselves running around the little toad mushroom hats representing the Switch user base with style. So that gets me excited. Fortnite is a game that I've been interested in, but I know there's a Switch version coming, and if you guys have been watching Squad Goals, Jesse and I have been playing Battle Royale, but I meant real Fortnite, the Save the World portion.
Yeah.
And playing it on Switch would get me into that, because I don't have time to sit at my computer and play around for 5 and 6 hours at a time. My game time is so limited anyway that but Switch makes it all possible. Because I can play it in handheld mode.
We shall see what happens.
Yeah.
And I will leave it at that.
Ed doesn't like these games.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Our last bit of small news, I should say. Splatoon 2 is about to have a TMNT Splatfest tournament. Nintendo has announced a partnership with Nickelodeon, which will see a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed Splatfest tournament take place in Splatoon 2 next month. Man, I want those shirts. Round 1 starts on the 4th of May at 9 p.m. Pacific time and is Raph versus Leo. Round 2 is Mikey versus Donnie. What are these names? Just say Michelangelo, dude. Donatello. That's their names. Ugh. Nobody calls him Donnie. Anyways. On May 11th at 9 p.m. Pacific time. And then the finals will be between the winner of round 1 and round 2, starting at 9 p.m. specific time. And they will each run for 48 hours, just like normal Splatfest. So cool.
So Greg Schnabel, I want to answer your question this live. I didn't want to post my answer on the Facebook page. So shout out to you. Thank you for posting this one.
Yeah, thanks for being the only person that posts in the Nintendo Pow Block group because we're so busy. Also,
I'm Team Donatello. I've been Donatello since Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started as the cartoon. I always picked them in the arcade games in the Super Nintendo. I used them as the first character when the arcade game came to the NES. And he was the best and only useful player in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because of the long bow. So I've always been Team Donatello, so that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, it's hard because I like them all for different reasons, but I've always been a Leonardo guy. But in the games, you pick Donatello because he has the range with the staff. So you pick Donatello, but I've always been a Leonardo guy. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. I don't know. I don't know if I want to pick any of these turtles though. If the new Nickelodeon show, but
That's what sorry about the air about that, everybody. That's what I was going to ask you. I was just like, I know Corey is about to be throwing something because of this artwork for the last Ninja Turtles.
No, it's
If you
just
not have seen, if you have not seen Expansion Pass, please check it. Where Jesse, Corey, and I have a discussion about the new Ninja Turtles. Just watch it and get your life.
Mm.
Watch it and get your life.
Oh, man, I can't. I just can't do it. But anyways, I don't know who I'm gonna pick, man. It's gonna be hard.
So pretty much see Donatello for you too.
Yeah, probably. It's gonna be Donatello or Leonardo. It's gonna be one of those guys. It's gonna be one of them. But Ed, I'm like, so okay. Before we get to this is kind of like a final news story / topic of the week. But I've been telling Ed, like, I gotta stop drinking energy drinks, right? And if you notice, don't have one, right? I drank one this morning, and I did drink one with dinner, but like,
okay, that's fine.
But like, I gotta cut back, and I'm trying to do that, and I usually have one with the podcast, and like, it's messing with my mind, man. It's like, it's messing with my mind. But anyways, okay, our last and final story, probably the biggest news of the week.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez, man, this kind of came as a shock to everybody. Nintendo is getting a new president, and like, I saw, like, you messaged me like real early this morning, and like, yes. I thought it was fake, right? Because like, I was like half asleep. I'm like, oh geez, whatever. I think I'm dreaming. I don't even know. Then I woke up and I wasn't really paying attention. Then at lunch today, I was scrolling through stuff, and I saw that, and then I went back to the group, the chat, and I was like, I just didn't understand like what's happening. So let me read this story.
And if you need help with his name, I'll give you the name.
Yep, I'm just gonna give it to you. So, this is the report from Nintendo Life. At Nintendo's financial report in Tokyo this afternoon, it has been announced that 68-year-old Tatsumi Kimishima will step down in June after nearly 3 years as president of the company. He will be replaced by board member of both Nintendo and the Pokemon Company,
Shantaro Furukawa.
Furukawa joined Nintendo back in 1994 and has been outside director of the Pokemon Company since 2012. He also assumed the roles of managing executive officer, supervisor of corporate analysis and administration division. Wow, that's a mouthful. And director of Nintendo since 2016. It's been reported in Nikkei that
Shantaro Furukawa
worked on the Switch sales and marketing plans, and that he has previously spent 10 years working in Europe. So, let's see. Nikkei also reports that the Switch isn't due to Kimishima's performance. In fact, it was Kimishima himself who thought that Nintendo's management needed to be younger in order to understand the needs of its customers. In addition, Satoru Shibata is leaving the role as president of Nintendo of Europe to take on a more global role at Nintendo Company, and at this time the company has not named a replacement at Nintendo of Europe. So interesting.
Yes. So with Furukawa stepping in his place in June after Kimishima stands down, you know, we thinking that Rave Race will be coming back to Switch. We might see a lot of past games actually get announced. Furukawa might just actually, dive in. There's a chance we might get another Earthbound if he's hearing customers demand, and we not demand, but maybe stories and requests, and to see people's passion and stuff, maybe he'll think about it and maybe he'll go to other third party or he'll probably go to the Nintendo team and be like, hey, you guys want to do an F-Zero game? Who can we team up with to get this done? You guys want to bring Earthbound back? Soul Eater, like they could bring a lot of games back, and we'll see how Miyamoto, play a role in this too. It's going to be very interesting to see, and I think it's a good transition for Nintendo that
Mm-hmm.
they're still older, they still know the business and have worked with Nintendo, but they're younger in the sense that they understand what modern gamers need. So, some of the older Nintendo employees who did their work in past decades, maybe their stuff is not fitting into the space because things have evolved and they haven't evolved with it. So it's going to be interesting to actually see. And it's good that because Furukawa always speaks English, so we might also get to see how he does with a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes in the future, maybe in the fall or if they got another Nintendo Direct, but we shall see.
Yeah. And I have more to add to that too, but I want to read these. There's a couple quotes in here that
Go ahead.
there's an interview that broke after the news happened this morning, where Furukawa acknowledged his history with the company and stated that his desire to push the firm onto new heights. This is translated, but he says, "We will develop the company to its fullest. I will balance Nintendo's traditions, originality, and flexibility. I grew up playing Famicom and come from that generation. Now, as a member of management with Super Mario's creator Shigeru Miyamoto, I have a lot of respect for him. On the other hand, with this new job, that can't just be it. So I have to expect to say what needs to be said to run the company." Let's see, Satoshi Kurihara, an analyst at Tokai Tokyo Research Institute, said, and all these quotes are translated from Japanese, so if it sounds very kind of to the point, that's why. So he says, "The key thing here is that management is getting younger. They will have to execute the Switch's growth plan. So in that sense, this is a new start." Atul Goyal, an analyst from Jefferies Group who has met Furukawa several times, added, "Furukawa comes across as thoughtful, very knowledgeable, and quite well informed. He is fluent in English. He may be the perfect person to fill the communication gap that exists between Nintendo and investors." So that's something you brought up to me earlier too, Ed, is that he's fluent in English. So he can come over here during E3 and him and Reggie will have not a stage presence because they don't do a proper conference anymore, but he can come here and do interviews with Reggie. They can communicate without translators, and well, I hope Bill Trennan sticks around.
Oh yeah, Bill Trennan is there. He's Miyamoto's translator.
Yeah,
Trust
me. I know. I'm just kidding, but I'm just saying, I'm glad there's not really gonna be any kind of hiccups or disconnects because we have someone who can speak our language, and I know that's kind of I don't know what it is. I just but as native English speakers, we always want to know what the other side of the world is thinking, and to have someone that can bridge that gap is awesome.
Yeah, but I still want them to make the Nintendo Directs fun. I still want them, even when they did the puppets for E3, and when Reggie and can I not think of his name? For the Smash one, Reggie and
Iwata?
Iwata. Sorry about that, everybody.
Gosh, Ed.
RP Iwata. I love you. Still have that fun when they did the Smash announcement and everything. Yeah, or Iwata doing the bananas. I still want them to have fun with the Nintendo Direct. So hopefully, Furukawa will come in and still present that fun. He can still do the speech and think and introduce things, but yeah, have fun with it. Dress up in a Mario costume. Look a little bit goofy, but make people. Now it might seem crazy because the memes and stuff, but people would do it because it's Nintendo, and that's what people would love to see. Just like you know, we already get the boring stuff from Microsoft and Sony. No disrespect to them, but they don't do anything fun outside the box at their conferences. I would just love them to continue the fun that's in the Nintendo Direct. So with him being coming on, maybe he can dress up in a Kirby outfit or a Link costume or whatever to present Smash for the US. Like I would love to see those cool things. Like I think it will be great. So hopefully he brings the fun or he continues to bring the fun to the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is such a fascinating turn for Nintendo because they've been and not to like, kind of dishonor what they've done in the past, but this is
Hmm.
a new direction, them embracing a younger kind of management and not stuck in the old ways. I mean, we see it with Switch. It's benefited them so much with the Switch, and now who's the guy that does the Nintendo Directs now? What's his name? The Japanese man who does them now.
Is it Takahashi? No.
Oh my gosh, what's his
I
name?
know I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Uh
like him have like his kind of like he kind of has this fun yet professional presence like in the directs, and like
yes.
I don't know, I just feel like having him do the directs, and then sometimes Bill Trennan and Damon Baker come in, and Reggie sometimes, and kind of mixing them all together and kind of having this like fun time with these directs while still being informative and fun. Like I don't know, and having this new guy as president, having this younger approach on management is like
Hmm.
such a good move for Nintendo.
Yeah. And Kimishima was only there to be temporary. They
Yeah,
they you know they just needed someone to fill the role until they
and he
actually made
and
a
he did a
decision.
great job for
Yeah,
two and
he
a half
did.
years. What? Well, almost 3 years now, I guess. Like the article said, I thought it was more like 2.5, but I guess what Iwata passed away in July of 15, right?
Yeah.
And
Think.
yeah, and it's April, so yeah. Uh, but I hope he doesn't go away for good. I hope he like sticks around. But you know,
Yeah.
I am glad that like they're kind of looking at this and taking a new direction and stuff. So yeah, this is exciting times, man. This Nintendo never ceases to surprise us anymore.
And
uh,
and we don't know if it can be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We don't know. But yeah, like you said, Corey, I think this is positive. It's a great move.
yeah, yeah. This is definitely a positive move for sure for Nintendo.
Hmm.
At least on paper, and I'm sure we'll see results one way or the other in the next 6 months, year, 2 years, 5 years, and it looks like they're hiring for like a long haul too. I mean,
Yes.
he's 46. I mean, he's going to be around for a while, so it's exciting times. Uh,
Yeah.
so, but that's kind of it for Pow Block. I mean, this episode of Pow Block. I mean, there's a lot of smaller news stories, a lot of interesting things happening in the in the world of Nintendo. You were right. Lightfall is out this week, so let me
Yes.
let me let me run down the list of games coming out.
Oh,
This
before you get into that, um, congratulations to Nintendo for Nintendo Labo selling very well in Japan. We don't have the numbers yet for America, but they did. I think they sold higher than God of War in Japan. So, congratulations to Nintendo for that.
yeah. So some Switch highlights this week. I do want to give a look. Lightfall is $14.99, and I played it at Switch at gosh, why do I keep messing up the name? PAX. I played it on Switch at PAX, and this game is fantastic. Like if you want a challenging platformer that feels really good to play if you were at any point frustrated with something like Super Meat Boy or Celeste, like this is kind of the opposite type of challenge than those. Like they want you to explore and move fast through the world. Like please purchase this game. That the developer that was there was really nice and really just like, this is the game. This is the one game that I think you should support this month. You know, like South Park's going to be there and you know, Donkey Kong's going to be there. But like, if you're going to buy one game the next couple weeks, this is the game you need to buy. Like, please buy this game. Oh,
Yes.
it's just so amazing. The art style, the story, the gameplay. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Other highlights this week, Saturday Morning RPG, the hit Vita game, is now on Switch. It's $9.99. It's published digitally by Limited Run Games. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing the physical.
Yeah,
I don't know when.
There is a physical copy coming, but that it's also being published digital by them, which is interesting. Jotun Valhalla Edition. It's a hand-drawn action exploration game set in Norse mythology. You play as Thora, a Viking warrior who died an inglorious death and must prove herself to the gods to enter Valhalla. So that I've heard people talk about that game a lot. A robot named Fight. It's a 2D action adventure roguelite focused on exploration and item collection. There's the Core Gadget, the music creation software for Switch is out now. It's $48, but it is one of the most complex kind of music creation software that you can buy. They did have it for 3DS for a while, and now it's made its way over to Switch. I wonder if there's any way you can move your music from the Switch to like a PC or something. But
I don't know.
just because, like, I mean, it's cool, but I wouldn't, I would want to, like, move it over. So, if you are looking for a wave race fix, Aqua Moto Racing Utopia is coming out this week. It's $39.99, fun, exotic, and up to 8 players. Aqua Moto Racing Utopia brings all the intensity of jet ski racing right to you. I don't know if it's any good, but it looks like Wave Race, so maybe. There's also a snowmobile racing game coming out called Snow Moto Racing Freedom. It's the same. It's by the same people, so sure. There's 2 sets of DLC. Well, updates, I should say, not really DLC, but Splatoon 2 has an update out, and it's version 3.0. More than 100 new pieces of gear, of new and returning gear, new songs, introduction of challenging new X rank, and weapon balance adjustments, and the return of Callie from the famous Squid Sisters. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 also has an update 1.4.0, which we talked about earlier.
Yes.
Recruiting the new blades and stuff. And then the expansion pass Rare Blade Pack is also out this week. So for you Xenoblade Chronicles 2 people, it's out there. I need to get back to that game, man. There's 2 new demos out on the Switch eShop this week. The Bridge and Tumblestone. And there's also a Wii U game coming out this week. Unalive. It's $2. It's an action-adventure roguelike game. Randomly generated laboratory rooms, collect unique items, and improve your abilities, kill bosses, and stay alive. Interesting. Yeah. Also, Sonic Forces on the eShop is 40% off if you're really wanting to give that game a chance. Maybe not. I would save it. If you want a good Sonic game, buy Lightfall. How about that? Or Sonic Mania. I don't care. Lightfall. Buy Lightfall. Lightfall. I shouldn't really compare it to a Sonic game because it's not a Sonic game. But it feels like how I want a Sonic game to feel. Like fast and fluid and very vertical and horizontally exploration heavy. So but yeah, that's it. Anyways, Ed, you have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Um, no. Everybody just um check out Pod and Play season 2. We're getting close to the end. I think it's almost about to wrap up. The
Yeah,
last two episodes.
we've got 2 episodes left. The last two, well, actually, I think we have 3 episodes left. Let me see. I think we have 3 episodes left. We have Ratchet and Clank, we have Hellblade,
Oh yeah,
and we have Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
And then let's see. So Ratchet and Clank is on Saturday, as of this recording, and then 6 weeks from now, our Nindy Showcase will be debuting. So
Yes.
pretty excited for that. Although Ed, we not only do we need to get moving on that, but like we need to redo the Shovel Knight one because the audio is super off.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so off. I went to watch it. I'm like, where are we? And it's because like when I recorded it, I turned the game volume up instead of our voice volume, and then I turned our voices down. So like, there are some parts like in the loading or like the screens in between the levels and stuff where you can hear us, but it's like, ooh. So
A little bit rough.
yeah, but it's okay. We mess up I mess up all the time. So
Technical difficulties arise sometimes, and we can't help it. We do our best.
it's true.
And
Sometimes this thing up here just isn't paying attention.
sometimes this mixer that I'm like, okay, I'm sounding good. Then I hear the show, I'm louder than you. I'm like, oh, what the heck happened?
I know. I'm
like,
and some of that I can control some of that on my end too, and it's just like there needs to be a good way to figure out levels without having to like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wish everything would just work. It would just be like, all right, it's working. We can just get started. But
Like I said, technical difficulties. They can't get that word out right tonight. Technical difficulties arise,
yep. So
and we do our best to work through it.
yeah, we do. We try hard, and
Yes.
yeah. But anyways, this has been an episode of Nintendo Pow Block, episode 101. Check out our awesome 100th episode.
No. Yeah, 101. Yeah, that's right.
The last episode was 100 because Jesse was on, and we made sure Jesse was there. We kind of answered your listener questions, and just kind of had a fun time talking about what we kind of started with, and as we moved through, and then we answered your questions. It was a good time. Can't believe it, man. 101 episodes of this show.
Right.
I don't know. Someone likes to be tortured, I guess, to listen to us, whatever. Also, I want to thank you guys for making us the highest downloaded show on the network. Well, I should say platform-specific episode. Or highest downloaded platform-specific show on the network.
Yay.
Yes. So, suck it, Platinum. Suck it. Just kidding. I give Moose a hard time all the time. I tell him it's his fault they're not getting the numbers.
I'm working. I got to work hard to get Arsenal X up there.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we'll get there. I just think PlayStation's so popular, and like they have such a very focused type of thing where like, yeah, they talk about the news, but they also talk about trophies, and like there's a dedicated community looking for trophies, and I think that that benefits them, and they know what they're talking about, and I'm proud of those guys for putting in the work. Jason, Jeff, and Moose put a lot of time and effort into that show, and trophy hunters, and it's a good time. So
yes.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you can find Pow Block every Tuesday and Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern right here on ngrradio.com, youtube.com/ngrradio, and your podcast service of choice. I did get some feedback from Spotify. These shows will start showing up on Spotify at some point soon. So if you have a Spotify account, look for us there.
Yay.
Soon. I don't think it's up yet, but it is coming soon. I did get the notification, so check it out there. And then let's see what else. Check out season 2 of Pod and Play. Check out Squad Goals. Check out Arsenal X, which is our Xbox show. Dude, Squad Goals is so much fun lately. I've been having so much fun. Can't get enough. We made Ed play PUBG last weekend. It was pretty good. So those episodes will start rolling out in the next couple weeks.
Everybody is going to just laugh when they see me.
It's so much fun. And I divided each session as its own episode. So there's 5 of them instead of 2. So it's so much fun. Ed just complains the whole time. It's great. It's not like he's complaining. It's just comedy gold about like every time like there's frame rate issues and stuff. So good. It's so good. Follow us on social media at NGR Pow Block. I did change the Instagram to NGR Pow Block so they match up, so it's easier for you guys to find. If you're watching the video, it is wrong on this video. I apologize, but the new background is coming out next week and it is fixed on that one. So yeah, NGR Pow Block. Email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com. We want to start getting your questions incorporated into the show again. I was just saving them for our 100th episode, so I do apologize for taking so long to answer those, but you know, it's what we do. So email us or tweet at us or leave a comment below this video so we can answer it next time. It's time to kick it over to Ed. Where can we find you, Ed?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode, and you can check out my podcast on Optional Opinion on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other podcast apps. This week is a really good topic. Should racism and stereotypes be overlooked because of good video game sales? I had Jared Green from Irrational Passions, Jessica Howard from Kiss Kiss Game Game, and our very own Jason Marshall from Nerds Gone Platinum. They all came on with each episode and gave their opinions. So do give it a listen. More episodes on that topic will be coming at another date. But yeah, check it out.
Yeah, and you can find me at Corey HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on various other podcasts and shows around the network. The last thing I kind of want to plug real quick, Storytellers is if you're interested in what's happening in God of War, but you know, maybe you can't afford it or you don't have a PlayStation 4 or whatever, but you're still interested in the game. Storytellers is a playlist where I just play through the game. There's no commentary, no voiceover, no anything. I just kind of edit it. I play it, I edit it, and I throw it up there. I have edited out all of the kind of gear changes and the menu stuff, you know, just to have like a cleaner watching experience. I do apologize for all the movement of the camera, you know, but, you know, gotta explore. So, but there are 3 episodes of that up as well. They are pretty long episodes, but God of War is a big game, and I kind of want to have it done within the next couple weeks. So if you're interested, I do suggest watching that. It's a fantastic looking game. Hopefully I'll have more ready next week. But anyways, this has been Nintendo Pow Block, and until next week, enjoy playing Nintendo games.
Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
I'm trying out new catchphrases, new ending. That one didn't work so well. It's okay. Bye.